Hey everybody, this is Dusty, Urban Specialist. So I'm still in the process of my exterior eval on this Reflection 150. This is a January of 2020 build. And the unit's, nice. It just needs some love. It needs some maintenance. And it's not just this unit. It's every single unit that comes into our facility is being neglected, right? And it's because, they don't put in the owner's manual all the different stuff you need to check, clean, and do to them. If they did, nobody would ever buy one of these. But there's a lot of stuff that, this is an investment. So just like you have a house, you go around, check your sprinklers, your fence, your yard, mow, this, that, prune, all that kind of fun stuff. There's just like that on an RV, right? So things that I look at, right, doesn't look like the legs have been being lubed on the leveling jack legs. I would also recommend you do like a JT strong arm kit or something like that. So let's come up here and dive into this, right? Here's all these sealants. They're all cracked and separated. That's going to allow water to get in here. You can see the insert molding here. This silicone that's right here is shrunk. That used to be back up in this area. So let me back out. This used to be clear back in here. That much of a distance have shrunk up. So these insert moldings need to get cleaned and replaced and at least every 2 or 3 years. This is your screw cover, and you can see all the sealant that's separated and broke loose. That's going to allow water every time it rains, you wash it, condensate to go back in here. It's going to hit in the cap. It's going to hit in all your framework. It's going to cause damage to your molding. It's going to cause damage to your screws. It's going to get underneath here in the underbelly and cause other issues and travel down through the wall. So this is not something to be just taken lightly, like, Dustin, it's fine. There's nothing behind these areas. Nothing. There's aluminum molding with screws, screwed to the fiberglass, which is screwed to the wall, and there's not much structure back there. So you take a risk of the cap cracking, things shifting, and all kinds of fun stuff. Now, when you look up here, you're gonna see the streaks where water and stuff's running down. And if these sealants, anywhere on here, if these sealants aren't cleaned and resealed, you take a risk of water getting back there, in different odd areas where things just drip and run, running from the windows, coming from underneath the windows. So you look at all this water lines, right? That's all water that's coming in from the top of the window. It's not getting a deflection piece, so it's coming in from the top of the window, getting back behind the inside of the guts of the window, running down and bleeding out. You got the seals on the window popping loose and coming out. These all need to get popped back in, and they need to get cleaned and lubed. When I say cleaned and lubed, wipe them down and come back and apply like a 303 or even a rubber bulb seal treatment. We already in the last video hit up about the awning and all the issues with that. Let's go over here and look at this other side real quick. When I do these videos, again, this is all just something free. They're not sponsored by anybody. Here's all the water stainage that's running down the side. That's all coming from underneath here. And I can clearly see, there's no sealant on this side of the molding up at the top that wraps over. The sealant on the other side of the molding's messed up. The roof material, sealant and insert moldings are gonna be shot. I haven't even gone up there yet, but I can tell you they're gonna be shot. This sealant's all starting to separate. So if water gets in there again, it's gonna cause an issue, right? This side of the coach, I went through and there's a bunch of little areas that need to be doctored up and sealed, and things that are splitting and need extra screws, and sealing around the refrigerator doors, and then the doors are buckling, just from flex from just being dry. So same thing, right? Wipe these doors down and apply that 303 UV treatment to the door. These doors, I want to say there's 2 of them on here. I think they're like $50-$60 or something like that. They may be more on Amazon, but keeping them clean and spraying that UV treatment on them is basically what's happening. Is the plastic is drying out and it's shrinking and it's lost. It's just shrinking, right? So there's little tips down here that hold this thing in place. When that door starts to shrink more, they'll kind of buckle out. Like, I was pushing on it, they'll buckle out like it's doing. And you go through high wind, this door's just going to fly out, again, potentially hit a car. This one up top, you can see it's even more so. See how buckled out that is? So the door is shrinking this way as well as shrinking this way. So 303 is your friend. Do it on the awning toppers, do it on all the window sills, do it on all the compartment doors. You know what the compartment door sills are at. Fender skirts, put it on the tires, put it on the wiper seals, put on anything you want that's, rubber, vinyl, plastic, you put on your decals, This one also got a fake backup camera, so I'd recommend, if you haven't hit nothing yet, but I'd recommend doing a backup camera or side cameras, So there's another issue too, right? And again, I'm skipping and not going into all the super attention to detail, but bug screens, put them on. I don't know when the last time it was that you serviced this stuff. So fender skirts, right? Let's talk about that real quick. And I've done a bunch of videos, and I just beat this coach up about the awning, and I'll go back to the awning real quick here. The awning material is completely shot. It is tearing. That is daylight that you're seeing through the awning material all the way down. And we come down here to show you another example. All those little pinholes, as you can see daylight through, that's going to tear loose. Besides it's pulling loose from the wall here, it's pulling loose from the wall down there. And then the star clips that go on these posts, see how much this one's backed out? This one's flat out missing, right? So you can order these on Amazon and put a new one on. But again, we've wrote articles and videos and posts on that too. So let's go back here to the fender skirt, and I'll probably turn the fender skirt into another video, even though I've got a ton of them out there. If you're not maintaining your fender skirt, guys and ladies, if you're watching this and your husbands are like, oh, it's okay, I put a little goop on it, I put a washer on it, okay, you do that. These, I know they're expensive, guys, but again, if you check the screws, if you do a little preventive maintenance, do a little bit of adding to it, so it's like it's one of those things where it's good enough when they put it on, right? It's how my uncle always tells me, it's good enough, right? So I take these off, I put washers behind these, because there's that distance. When you go to tighten them up, if you over tighten them, they're going to crack anyways. So this fender skirt's cracked here, it's 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 cracked there, and it's probably the mount that holds it in the center is probably cracked as well. So if you are in high wind and you're driving, and to keep in mind, these wheels are turning. What's that doing? It's creating vibration and air and bouncing up and down and shaking the whole coach. You take a risk of this guy flying off the coach. If that flies off the unit and hits a car behind you, and maybe it doesn't really do too much damage to the car, messes up their paint or hits their windshield or whatever. If that breaks and hits that car, and for some reason, let's just say it's a younger person or older person or whatever you want to say, scenario, mid-age, it doesn't really matter the age, but it scares the Jesus out of them, and they get in a wreck or go off the side of the road or hit another car, you take a risk of causing damage to somebody behind you because you didn't know that this was cracked, or you don't care, or you're like trying to save a buck. If you're going to own an RV, take care of it. I talked about the awning earlier, about it coming loose and travel and ripping off the coach and causing damage to the sidewall and the roof and all that. That's a concern for me. If you were my relative, hey, quit screwing around, put a new one on there, or add some extra screws temporarily or whatever. I just don't want to see anybody get hurt. We talk about stuff all the time with suspension and shackle links and AC covers and all kinds of stuff that comes through our shop. I've been doing this now for 26 years, and and I'm still probably got another 20 to go, and I'm in my early 50s. And so, when we're warning you and giving you advice, whether you fix it yourself or we do or somebody else does, get it done. I talked about this AC cover up here. They've taped it. It's damaged. It's been impact damage. That comes off and hits a car. Same scenario. So, we want you to go out and have a safe trip, travel, and enjoy. But, it costs. It costs to own one of these things. If you're not going to take care of the sealants and all the stuff on the body, and you're not going to take care of stuff that can hurt you or others, then get rid of it. Go get a cabin. But give it to somebody else that's going to take care of it. So, and that's like that on everything I look at. You know, it doesn't matter. Look how bad this one is, right? And you know, it's just it's frustrating. You know, we like to see people take care of them, but you know, it is what it is. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching. Sorry for nagging and complaining. Again, I'm not picking on the owners. I'm just trying to tell you, like, hey, factual stuff. You know, it needs to be scrubbed. It needs to be polished. It hasn't been waxed in forever. It's all dull. The whole body needs to be resealed. All the insert moldings need to be replaced. Everything on here needs to be lubed. The suspension, you know, is looking a little rough on stuff. I can just tell that bushings and stuff are worn out. You know, fender skirts, bug screens, and so on. So I know they're expensive to fix, but if you let it go, it's going to cost you more. Or if you were to go try to trade this thing in, they're going to go, you didn't take care of this. You know, the insides may look immaculate, but you know, pretend this is your hot rod, guys, and learn everything you can about it to take care of it. All right, thanks so much for watching. This is Dustin, your RV Specialist.